Hello viewers and welcome to Chapman's Corner. You're joining me for the final race of the Club 100 season at a very rainy Buckmore Park. This was the first wet race of the season and it was absolute carnage. People going off left, right and centre, so we got some really good footage here. This race was crucial for me. I'm currently P2 in the championship. I can't take first, but I can definitely lose P2 and P3. So there's a lot of pressure on and I need to have two good races to retain the podium. I qualified P9, not my best. Karting in the wet, in my view, is about not making mistakes or spinning, letting others do that and staying consistent so you gain places. Now this race is great to watch because I did something very, very stupid. I forgot to put the pins into my number plate. In lap 1, it flipped up onto my lap. There's a really good shot here of me driving one-handed trying to put the number plate back on. Of course I got black flagged and had to pit to secure it, so I came back out in 20th on lap 2. With so many people spinning, I knew I was still in for a chance if I was able to keep it on track, unlike this guy or this guy in quali. Yep, that was me spinning. So here we go. Race start from P9. Left a bit of a gap here just because I don't want to get too close if there's any incidents as going into turn 1. Got the inside sort of bad line here, but manages to keep on this guy's bumper. Don't think I'm going to go for the move down here, just going to end up locking up and skidding into someone, but managed to gain a position from the guy on the left there. Someone's going off the track, so that's another 2 positions gained. Moving over to the left to cover off in defence. Looking pretty good here. We've managed to gain 3 positions in 3 corners. Come into the fast part of the track, the S's, which in the wet it takes a lot to keep it on track. Seeing people get sideways there, it might look quite slow, but this is because we're on slick tyres and really struggling for grip. I'd honestly compare this to driving your car whilst on ice. Everything comes down to throttle control really. If you get excited out of a corner or turn the wheel too sharply or accelerate too quickly or brake too quickly, you're just going to skid, lock up and spin a lot faster than you would in the dry when the rubber can grip. Little nudge there, just bumping into the back of him, not going too fast so not knocking him sideways. Going up the straight, see, still getting sideways. If you hit that red there, you're going to get in a bit of trouble. It's even more slippery than the main concrete. Slowing right down because this is where the number plate has flipped up onto my lap. I'm having to catch it, move over and let other people go by. So here what's happened is, on the main straight I've realised that my number plate has flipped up, so I've moved over to try and correct it and put it back into place, but obviously I've lost about 6 positions here, another 1 there, and then I'm trying to get back on track with it back in place. Someone comes across, managed to get back past him, but I've lost something like 12 positions in 2 corners. The problem is I know that that's just going to come flying back off. There's not really much I can do about it. Ideally, you need the pins in. So I'm at a bit of a loss as to what to do in this situation. I'm almost certain I'm going to get black flagged and have to pit. So looking out for the marshal there, you can see him indicating to me that I'm going to have to black flag. So I'm currently driving one-handed, just trying to keep up with everyone, holding the number plate in my left hand. And then this is where I'm going to have to pit. So at Buckmore here, coming off the pit, that guy's first place, so I actually missed 2 corners by pitting. So even though we're obviously pitting, which loses a lot of time, coming in fast, trying to not skid into those carts, we've got the guy here waiting for us with the pins ready to go, so it doesn't look like we're going to lose a huge amount of time. So we've dropped all the way from 7th down to 21st, but in terms of the lap time, it was only 12 seconds slower than the race lead. So we're already back off here. We're flying through the pit lane trying to get back onto track. We're coming out at the bottom, see a guy on the right, so we let him go out wide, and because we're straighter with more momentum we get another position gained, so we're up to 20th. So we've got a lot of work to do here from the back, but we know that we can do it. There's already someone here that's span off, we just avoid him there. So yeah, looking forward to this race. This guy earlier on the brakes, he looks back so he goes out wide, so I just take it up the inside. Nice easy move. Knowing that probably people are going to be a bit slow through this bit here. So Matt goes off to the left, so we go up the outside here. Try and stick to that grip that's in the middle, nearly going off the track, and just staying to the right of him. So this cracking the concrete here, he's got quite a bit of grip. You can see White Helmet lift his glove here to warn the guy who's span off the track not to start driving forwards. You're supposed to, in karting, have your brake on at all times if you span, and obviously if you start trying to come back on the track in front of people that are going by, JV, the team of marshals and the other drivers would not be very happy with you. You would not be popular in the paddock. Now, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but that's quite a nice move up the inside there. Bit of a mistake there. We're just holding back. We know that this straight is where we're going to get the move done, so we're going to go for what we did in the last lap, trying to go up the inside of him, but no, he just doesn't move over quick enough and he holds us off. Hands and feet absolutely freezing at this point. I didn't have my waterproof, or so-called waterproof, racing shoes done up properly, so my socks were absolutely drenched and feet were like ice blocks. Been sat behind for a while now, bit of a mistake, so we're going to try and go up the inside. It's not going to work, so we're going to set this switch back up, taking that grip on the middle, but he's got a better exit and still holds the position. Getting a bit frustrated here, knowing that I've spent at least 2 laps behind this guy and still quite far back, so really need to get the move done now. Don't even bother going up the inside there. Did have a look, but with his skidding there, I think we're going to have a better run, but no, so we're just going to push him along, try not to lose our momentum. So he's on the left, we're staying up the inside, yeah, and he goes wide, so we're just taking the inside, just keeping our position inside of him so we can't move back over, and got the move done, finally. Backing off a bit, setting up the move on the straight, as per usual, actually making it very easy to get past here, so get it done. For those of you interested in what he did wrong here, my guess is he lifted off the throttle just there, which made him oversteer. In the wet, the throttle is your friend. You want to keep a little bit. As soon as your wheels are pointing straight, you're able to get right on it, like now, whereas if you lift off, you tend to oversteer. Fast forward 3 laps and I'm caught up here with Tom Edwards, who has won the championship. He's right back in 12th place because on the first lap here, actually in the first hairpin, he was punted off and lost 17 positions. So he's in a similar boat to me, trying to work his way back through the field from the back of the grid. Obviously when I pitted, I ended up going back behind him. So yeah, 3 laps following him, trying to make a move, but didn't really get anything done. So we're kind of, I guess, working together here to try and gain some positions. That's Bruno in front of him. Tom gets a little bit sideways there, and again, so we're just trying to do the opposite to what he does. Can we set up this switchback for this bit? No, we can't. Runs a bit wide, we back off, don't want to connect with him. So as we're coming up the hill, he gets over onto the slippery bit and then he just loses the momentum and we manage to gain the place coming up the hill. And then in front of us, we've got Bruno and we're chasing him down for lap 12. Skipping to the end of lap 12, gone for a little move on Bruno here, but not going to be able to make it stick. So Bruno is battling Josh here for position. Josh in the white helmet is currently in 10th in the championship and Bruno is 11th. So this is both a battle for race position and the championship position. As we come down into the hairpin, we notice 2 karts going slow. Bruno tries to go up the inside and this is just carnage here. So I've managed to somehow get ahead of Bruno and over to the left and block off Simon and the other guy as well. So I've actually managed to gain 3 positions in 1 corner. So both Josh ahead of me there and myself getting really lucky as 2 people between the hairpins were going slow. Skipping ahead a few corners on lap 15. Pretty sure that I'm in the top 10 here, but not exactly sure where. I recognise the 3 drivers in front. I've had some good battles with all of them throughout the year. So not exactly sure what to do. I'm torn between keeping my momentum and going for the overtakes, but risk losing all of my hard work and progress throughout this race from the back. Staying patient and sticking behind these guys. You never know when someone might make a mistake like that, and we might get an opportunity to overtake. Spoiler alert, someone does. Goes out a bit wide, so we try and go up the inside. We're definitely bumper to bumper at this point, so we let him go. Trying to keep the momentum up the hill, knowing that the best opportunity to overtake is out of this part of the track. Doesn't really work, so we're just trying to gain this back. As we come up over the hill, look into the distance of the orange helmet. On the final lap on the straight, he just manages to hit the puddle and on a straight spin, and look at him go. Sam Cox in 5th, goes all the way down and loses 9 places. Oh, that looked like a big hit. And now we're on to the final lap. Running in 7th place, trying to go up the inside here. He goes deep. I'm trying to tee up the switchback right on his bumper now. Do I got the momentum to go down the inside? No. Oh, he's going for it. Is he going to do him? He's right on the outside. I think I nudged him and I just thought, nah, it's not really fair to take the position. Probably could have got it. So then I'm trying to go up the inside here. But now we're neck and neck. I'm just going to oversteer into him, so I have to brake a bit, and he just goes flying around the outside and keeps his position. Great racing. So that's a P7 finish. Really happy with the result considering what happened with the number plate. Driving all the way back from 21st to 7th. Will putting his thumb up there, just appreciation for the battle we just had. So my rival in 3rd in the championship, Rupert Rixon, managed to finish in P2, but unfortunately got a 2-place grid penalty for track limits. So he edges a few points closer to me in the championship. Fortunately, the starting position for the next and final race of the season was based on your fastest lap in that race, and I actually got the fastest lap of the race, and therefore I'm starting on my first pole position. Definitely check out the next video to see how that finished and where I ended up in the championship.